everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you're all well. Today's session is going to be a little bit more challenging. We're going to do some upper body strengthening exercises and some core exercises. You can have a pair of weights if you want to, they are optional, choice is up to you. So I'm actually fairly warm already, having already done some Pilates this morning, so if you make sure you are warmed up before we start. And then we're going to start on hands and knees. So into your box position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and bringing your spine into neutral. So engaging your tummy, breathe in. As you breathe out, slide, lift, opposite arm and leg. Breathe in to replace. So just a couple of basic ones on each side. A couple of roll downs is quite a good idea. As part of your warm-up also, it's just still getting some movement into your spine. So we're going to try and make this a little bit more challenging to challenge your balance. So we're going to go for same arm, same leg. So take the leg back, twist the hips, your foot can come to the floor if you need to, or you can hold it there and then just release the other arm and stretch up. Bring the hand down, replace your knee. Repeat to the other side. So the leg goes back, twist the hips, stretch the arm up, bring the hand down and bring your knee back. Repeat. So focus on trying to stack the hips. So one hip's above the other, arm up. If you're a bit wobbly, toe down. Press into the floor with that supporting hand. And one more time. And push against the floor as you reach to the ceiling. So getting that little bit of work into the pectoral muscles. So back into that box position, but this time take your hands a little bit wider and a little further forward. Bring your weight onto your hands across your ankles. And we're doing a little set of 10 push-ups. Take your time, don't rush them. Your nose doesn't need to hit the floor. But try and draw your shoulders down, your back towards your hips. Now if you are strong and find these too easy, remember you can always do a full push-up, full press-up, go on to toes, like the plank position. 3 more. Last one. And then rest. Press back into child pose. Okay, coming forward onto your front. I'm just going to get away from the wall. And bring your arms above your head. So head down between your arms. Feet hip width distance apart, hands shoulder width distance apart. Engage your tummy. Deep breath in as you breathe out, lift both arms and legs. Breathe in. Two more. Now we're going to lift, hold, and then open, close. Slowly, on a breath. And down. So 8 reps if you can, opening and closing, arms and legs. We're going to repeat that, doubling the pace, so much quicker. Another set of 8, just get my breath back, it's quite hard. Can't do these and talk at the same time, so you just have to go with me. When you're ready, off we go. So lift and go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh. Release your back, just press back into child pose to release. down to your front and pop your hands in the small of your back, turning the head to the side. We're going to do double leg kick next. So start with your legs, lift your legs, bend your knees to pulses, take the legs back, keep them lifted, reach the hands over the hips, hold, turn the head the other way and lower back down. So 2 pulses, reach and lower. Whatever you do, make sure the head's on the floor as you pulse. Last one. And rest. Well done. Again, release. This time into cat stretch. So a nice big stretch. Really getting that movement into your spine. And then take it back the other way. And again, arch. Okay, come into sitting. We're going to do a little bit of rolling. So make sure you've one end of the mat, you've got plenty of space behind you. And then lift the feet into balance position. Tuck in the chin. Try and hold the balance. Breathe in. As you breathe out, roll. Back up and hold. Try not to put your toes on the floor. And again, roll. Hold. And roll. Hold. And roll. Hold. Now we're going to add the arms. So holding that balance position a little bit longer. Repeat the roll. Hold. Arms out. Bring them back to your knees. Roll. Hold. Arms out. And roll. Hold. Arms out. One more. Roll. Hold. Arms out. Bring the hands back in. Lift the chest. Take the legs high. Hands to the backs of the knees bent is your option. Or take your feet wide, grab hold of your ankles. Open leg rocker. Hold. Lift the chest as you come up to help you balance. Roll. Hold. And again. And last one. Hold. Bring the legs together. Release the feet, arms one at a time above your head. And slowly lower the legs to the floor. Reach up and go forward into spine stretch. And back up to sitting. Whew. Arms out in front, full roll down. All the way down. Arms up and over. Float the arms up, tuck in the chin. Peel up into sitting and forward into spine stretch. And back up to sitting, down again. And back up. Yeah, just hug the knees in tight. Roll back and stay there. We're going to go into single leg stretch. Both hands to one leg, stretch the other leg out and switch. Again, head down, have a little breather. We're going to take it into double leg stretch. Curl up again, hands to your ankles, Knees are right in. So this time we're going to bring the arms up, circle, extend, hug the knees in. One more. And head down. Again, hug the knees in, have a little breather. And then bring the feet to the floor, have a stretch. Oh. Excellent. Okay, and back in. Lovely. We're going to take it into scissors next. So, easier option, feet to tabletop, right angle at the hips, right angle at the knees, and alternate left and right. You can stick with that if you want to. Remember, keep pulling in here, keep the lumbar spine in that neutral position, don't let it arch away from the floor. Harder option. Lift the head and shoulders, extend the arms, extend the legs. Hands behind the calf, pull the leg down, and switch. So pulling the leg towards you as the other one goes towards the floor. You could flex the feet and point to come back up. So getting into the calf, or change to point to lower, flex to lift. So that pulls a little bit more into the hamstring. To make it harder still, hands behind your head, support the head, and repeat. Not trying to touch the floor as your legs go down. And rest it down. Well done, good try. Oh, that's a toughie. And then bring the feet to the floor. Have a stretch. And roll onto your side. Now as you come onto your side, come up onto your elbow. Bend the bottom leg, hand to the hip, make sure you stack your shoulders and hips and lift that extended leg. Start with it in line with the body. So you're lining up your ear, your shoulder, your hip to your ankle. And then bringing the leg forward and point to take it back. Try and keep the body as still as you can. Little bit of help with this leg on the floor. If you struggle with this shoulder, lower yourself back down onto the mat. Now I'm going to bring the leg forward, not quite as far as it'll go, point the toe, and then rotate it. Keep your chest lifted, keep your ribs lifted so you're not sinking down into the floor, and make the circle the size of about a small melon. And change. We'll get a little bit burny, whoops, into your hip. My melon went a funny shape there. Try and keep the hip still. And watch you not sinking into the ribs or leaning backwards. Then we're going to take the leg back, hand to the floor, and rotate again. And change. Making the circle as big as you can, which is quite challenging when the leg is going behind. 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done. Just do a little quad stretch in there. And then pop the hand down, grab hold of the heel and pull. Gently pulling that leg towards you. So getting a nice stretch. And down. Excellent. Stretch the leg out, restack everything again. Making sure the elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Hand to the thigh. Pressing into the knee and your supporting arm. Stretch up and over. And release. And 3. Lift, hold, lift the leg, lengthen and stretch through arm and leg, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Push up into Mermaid Stretch, reaching over the other side. And rest. Well done. Legs out in front, not necessarily as wide as they'll go, just to a point that's relatively comfortable. And sit up tall. Not really looking for a stretch, so if you need to be here, that's okay. This is where you'll need the weights. Again, these are optional. Holding the arms out to the side, palms facing forward. We're just going to twist. For your basic spine twist. Breathing out. Breathing in as you straighten. Last two. Last one. Okay, I'm going to just bring my legs in to sit cross legs. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to sit with the soles of the feet together. Turn the palms up and then just go up and down. Try and keep your shoulders down. Don't let them lift as the arms go up and down. So focus on keeping your chest lifted, the weight back through your sitting bones as your arms go up. Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then hug a tree. Again, keep the body still. Use your tummy, use the pelvic floor to stop your body from rocking forwards and back as your arms move. Imagine you're wrapping your arms around an imaginary tree. And 3 more. 2. And last one. And rest. Well done. Pop the weights to the side. Stretch out. Let's do that one again on the other side. So you're up on the elbow, remember, if you can, but if that's too much, go down onto the arm or prop your head up with your hand. Bottom leg bent, lift the top leg hip height, and forward and back, keeping the body still. So looking to feel that stretch at the back of the leg. And if you're not really feeling the stretch, just check this hip is not hitching towards the armpit or rolling forward. Then bring the leg in front and rotate. Melon-sized circles. Left leg's always much easier for me, so I can keep going quite a while with this one, but aim for between 8 and 10 repetitions if you can. Then take it back as far as it'll go and repeat. Still aim for that melon-sized circle if you can, which is quite hard when you're doing it behind you. Watch the leg doesn't start to drift forward. And change. Again, about 8 to 10 repetitions. Relax the shoulders. Quick check around the body, concentrate on breathing. It stops you starting to sink into the floor, so it takes the thought off the pain. Ooh, or discomfort. Well done. Quad stretch to release. Excellent. Okay, let's into the side bend. So hand to the thigh, make sure the elbow's underneath the shoulder, press in and stretch up. And release. And 3. And 4. Now lift and hold. Lengthen and stretch through arm and leg and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, push up and into your mermaid stretch. And release. Lovely. Okay, so let's just go back down onto the mat. Have a weight at either side if you want to use them. And hug the knees in tight. Little gentle roll. And bring your feet to the floor. Whew. So, arms down by your sides. So I'm going to use the weights. Bring the arms up in front of you, weight in each hand, legs fully extended. We're going to go for a teaser. So, with the teaser, using the weights does help. Take the weights over your head, circle the arms round. As the arms go round, start to lift the chest, lift into teaser position, so arms and legs together. And then slowly down, weights over your head. Circle round, lift, legs, upper body, into teaser, slowly down, circle and lift. Try it on a breath out, helps, and down, and rest. Good try, they are tough. Try for 3. If you think you can manage another 2, then go for it. 3 is enough for me today. Not done them in a while, so that was great. Very satisfying. Okay, hands down by your sides, bring the feet a little bit closer. We're going to go into some bridges. Couple of basic bridges first, just to mobilize the spine. And have a little breather, but a lovely stretch. So getting that nice stretch into the spine as you roll back down. Roll back to neutral. Arms back. And repeat. As I say, just a couple. So, we're going to change your bridge slightly. We're going to start with one leg extended. Tilt the pelvis, squeeze the buttocks, lift up into bridge. Hold and rotate. Tiny little circles. 5 one way and 5 the other. Arms can go over your head if you want to. It makes it a little bit harder. Then hold and lift the heel of the supporting foot for 5. Down. 4. And down. 3. Down. 2. 1. And then lower back down. Bend your knee. Foot down. Arms down. Other side. Remember, the leg goes up first before you tilt, peel up into bridge. Hold and circle. Arms can go over your head if you want to. 5 little circles one way and 5 little circles the other. Then hold that leg still, lift the heel for 5, down, 4, and down, 3, down, 2, and 1, and roll it down, and bring the foot down as you bring your arms back down. Fab, well done. It's a toughie. Knee into the chest, stretch your leg out for your hip flexor stretch. And change. Excellent. Okay, arms out to the side, pop your left foot onto your right knee, and then roll both legs to the left and turn your head to the right. Come back to the center and change. And slowly back. And bring your arms in. Whew, well done, really warm now. Okay, push yourself up into a sitting position. once again, we're just going to do some nice stretching, taking the legs as wide as they will go this time. So a little bit wider, and flex the feet. Sit up tall. Now you should feel the stretch here in your inner thighs. Pull the toes towards you so you can feel the stretch at the back of your legs. If you're getting enough of a stretch in that position, stay there. If you want to increase the stretch, hinge at the waist and bring yourself forward. And just relax into it. How far you go is entirely up to you, but try not to bend your spine, so you don't want to get your head down. Try and hinge, so you're bringing your chest forward. Chin tucked in, so your neck's in line with your spine. And you should feel that stretch up the backs of the legs, the inner thighs, lower back. Hold, see if you can go a little bit further, breathe. And you should get to the point as you're stretching that you may well just feel that the muscles will give, and you can go a little bit further like that. Now I'm right down onto the mat with my elbows and forearms. Don't worry if you can't get this low, it's taken me years to get down here. It's a bit of a bummer. When I was much younger, I could put my nose on the floor in this position, but unfortunately, things change as you grow up and you can't manage to keep the flexibility you had. But I'm very pleased with what I can do now. Oh, lovely stretch. Feel that right up in the backs of my legs. Excellent. So it gets into this lower part of your hamstrings. Coming back up, bring one foot in. Just twist your body sideways towards one leg. Stretch up and then fold yourself in half. So you're lying along the leg. Gently pull. If you can't reach your foot, might be just your knee, might be your ankle, pull. But don't forget about this leg at the same time. Be aware of that leg being pushed down into the floor. Gently pull on your foot. So you should be feeling that nice stretch down the sides of the back, round the waist, as well as the leg. Come out of it gently and repeat to the other side. Don't stretch up and then lean forward, hinging. Forward line along the leg again. Try not to bend your body forward. Think about folding yourself in half from the waist. If you're flexible enough, aim to put your nose round about your knee area. That will depend on how long your back is, but think about getting your chest ribs to touch the thigh so that you have folded in half and not bent your spine. Forward and come out of it nice and gently. Excellent. Legs out. Sit up tall, lift up out of the hips, reach forward, grab hold and gently pull both feet, towards you. If you can reach them, if you can't, don't worry. Come out of it gently, take the feet a little bit wider and repeat. You should find you can get a little bit deeper into the lower back after those previous stretches, just getting a little bit further forward. And come out of it gently. Excellent. Just last ones for your hip flexors. Just come onto hands and knees. Bring one foot up and then just push the weight forward onto that foot. Lift your hands off the floor so the stretch is into here. Sorry, I've lost the top of my head. Keep the chest lifted. Don't let it sink onto the thigh. Okay, come out of it gently and then just bend that foot in front of you and lower yourself right down onto it. Hands on the floor and lift the chest. A nice stretch, that one gets right into that hip flexor, just that little bit deeper. Okay. And let's do that again on the other side. So foot forward, push your weight forward onto it. And as you release it, bring that other one across and lower down even more. And lift the chest. And come out of it gently. done, everybody. That was a good half-hour workout for you today, for mainly intermediate to advanced. You could repeat it again if you wanted to give yourself a little bit more, or join it on with one of Amy's, 2 or 3 of Amy's little short routines that we've done and are on the channel there for you to do. Take care, everyone. Remember, please do subscribe to our channel. You can do so by pressing the button below. Hopefully we will be getting back into the studio soon, fingers crossed, so we'll get to see everybody again. Do miss you all. Take care now. Bye.